Good afternoon. So I was having one of those mornings where I was just thinking about a conversation that I had with someone. And if you saw the title was, Is This My Assignment? Because I was speaking with someone and I was saying how, look, don't misconstrue the relationship because this is only an assignment. And I had to learn that myself. It was a very valuable lesson for me because there's a difference between an assignment and a friendship, male and female relationship, or, whether it's just platonic friends. There is a difference. An assignment is something, there's something that God wants you to deposit into that person's life. And you cannot become emotionally, mentally, physically attached. You can't become attached in any type of way, versus a relationship. Even if it's a friendship with a sister, another sister, I let you in differently. I become emotionally attached to you. But when it's an assignment, there was never an intention for you to become mentally, physically, or, you're not supposed to become attached. You're there to do what God has assigned you to do. The relationship, not even relationship, but the time spent with that person is probably not going to be a substantial amount of time. It probably won't last long, but you're there for a purpose. And so with that being said, we do got to be careful, because so many times we are quick to let people in, when we shouldn't really let them in that capacity. We're quick to confide in people when it was only an assignment. When it's an assignment, that person is not there to, they're not privileged to your personal information, your private information. There has to be a very clear boundary that's in place, and they have to be aware of that. So, I said, you know what, that's a nugget. And I share it a lot with people that are in my life when I'm talking to them, because I once took on an assignment and it was only supposed to be an assignment, and I tried to make it a relationship, and I soon found out that, look, this was never supposed to be a relationship. It was only supposed to be an assignment. And the danger of that is that you end up causing yourself a lot of unnecessary pain, or unnecessary drama, whatever it is. Because it's like, somebody once told me, for as far as a woman and a man goes, you never try to develop a relationship with a man or a woman that's under construction, because the thing about you going on into a construction site, is something may be dropped on you, if you're on a construction site, you're at risk for damage, okay? And so with that being said, when it comes to male-female relationship, if that person's underneath construction and you know that they are, they're in the middle of transition, you might as well back up. If God has any plans, it's not going to take place, in the middle of them being under construction. Trust me, you don't want it to, because you're going to have to be around while that person get, molded and fashioned into what they need to be. Because when God comes into your life for the purpose of construction, it's because there's some things that need to be torn down. And so you really got to think long and hard whether you want to be a part of that process. So anyway, I thought I would just drop that nugget, because that's not something that you read in the textbook, but it's something that you learn through experience, And a lot of times we don't want to be transparent enough to say, hey, I once did this too. But I want to be transparent with you, because on today I realize that there is a difference between an assignment and a relationship. And I refuse to turn an assignment into a relationship. Okay? And so that is basically what I wanted to say for today. And while I'm on here, we get ready to start a Bible study, the Kingdom Minded series, on our Rehoboth Fire ministry page. I would encourage you to be a part of it, because you're going to start looking at a lot of things from a whole different light and a whole different perspective. When you have a kingdom mindset, you'll realize that it's not about religion. It's not if you're Baptist, Catholic, Hindu, Christian. It's not about that, because God is a king, and if God is a king, then he has to have a kingdom, and it's about relationship. The next king or the next queen is determined upon relationship. So it's all about the relationship with God. That's what the kingdom is set up and based upon. So we're going to be teaching. We're getting ready to do a kingdom series starting tomorrow, Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. If you're not doing anything, join us. All right? Okay, so I'm going to carry on with my day, but that was a nugget that I really felt like I needed to pass on. Have a blessed day.